A Madison man is behind bars and a police officer on light duty after quite the scuffle on Christmas morning. News 3's Marc Lovicott has more on what happened and how the subject ended up getting tasered here, Mark.
Eric, clearly not the Christmas that this subject or the responding officers had hoped for at all, but the officers said they had no choice but to deploy a taser to end a serious threat.
It was hardly a happy holiday for 28-year-old Shandy Shaw of Madison. He spent Christmas Day in jail after a pretty nasty fight with police. It started on East Washington Avenue 6 a.m. on Christmas morning. Shaw was allegedly driving erratically and in the wrong direction.
That particular vehicle then made a U-turn and started coming directly at the witness. And the witness was thinking that there might be a head-on collision before the suspect would crash into a snowbank.
Police responded and thought Shaw seemed to be impaired.
Shaw was being placed in the back of a squad car. He then attempted to flee. Officers then gave chase, and a major fight then ensued.
5 officers were involved, and a taser was eventually used to bring Shaw under control. 1 officer sustained minor injuries. Police then arrested Shaw for obstruction and operating while intoxicated, in addition to possession and intent to deliver cocaine and possession of marijuana. Police officer Howard Payne says this is a perfect example of why tasers are so important for law enforcement.
It's definitely a tool that officers have to use at their disposal, and it definitely was appropriate in this situation. It's unfortunate that this all happened on Christmas morning, but it also shows that there are lots of individuals out there not making good decisions about what they're doing as it relates to alcohol intake and driving a vehicle.
Shaw has a pretty substantial criminal history in Dane County, including other drug charges, battery, and bail jumping. The injured officer, meanwhile, sustained lacerations to both hands. He's been placed on light duty all of this week, but he is expected to return to his normal patrol duties sometime next week.
All right, News 3's Marc Lovicott reporting tonight. Mark, thank you very much.
Sure.